Welcome to The Scoop with Dukes. I'm your host, Philip Dukes, aka Dukes the Scoop. Check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Dukes the Scoop. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And today's broadcast is brought to you by One for All for One Clothing. You see OFAAFO. Make sure you check them out on Instagram. All right, so you may be watching this on Dukes the Scoop channel, or you may be watching this on the Pregame Network. Either way it goes, make sure you go like and subscribe to both of those. Shout out to Uncle Neely. Why are we here? We are here because of all of the rumors going around concerning Coach Prime and the Dallas Cowboys. All right, now just last week, a few days ago, it was the Oakland Raiders. We went live, we talked about it, we hashed it out. I let everybody know how I felt about it based on what I understand and what I know. And that is way less about Coach Prime wanting to go to the NFL than it is for Coach Prime wanting his just do at Colorado. Cool. We'll get to that in a minute. The reason we're here today is to talk about the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. Coach Prime to the Cowboys. We heard about it all year. ESPN couldn't wait. Nobody could wait because they knew the clicks were coming. The views were coming. They knew it. Okay, cool. So everybody's been talking about it all year. So we're going to talk about it now. So the most recent firestorm surrounding Coach Prime and the Cowboys started when NFL insider Jordan Schultz, let's pull this up. My man Jordan Schultz always has from Fox Sports, NFL insider, co-host of Draymond Green show, right? Uh, is it Draymond Green show? Hold up. Co-host of Why is Draymond Green Talking About Football with Jordan Schultz. All right. Got to give my man his credit. Okay, he's the one that broke the news. Here's the tweet. And you go follow him. Here's the tweet. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has spoken with Colorado head coach Deion Sanders about the team's head coaching vacancy, and discussions are expected to continue regarding the possibility of him becoming the next head coach in Dallas. Coach Prime is considered a top candidate, though the Cowboys plan to interview other candidates as part of the process, per team sources. People saw this and were like, whoa, hold up. Okay. The Raiders thing, nobody ever said there was mutual interest. This is saying that Jerry Jones has interest, not Deion is interested, but the Cowboys are interested and they've actually spoken. This was the one that made people sit back and say, it's a possibility. All right. I took it with a grain of salt. And then we got to go check out my man, Adam Schefter. A little while later, Adam Schefter chimes in. Shefty of ESPN, senior NFL insider. Shout out to Shefty. We all know him. He's the guy. Adam Schefter tweets. His tweet was, let me find it. Man, damn, this man be tweeting a lot. He don't play. Okay. Then he confirmed it. Deion Sanders and Jerry Jones have spoken about the Cowboys' head coaching job, as Schultz reported. Their talks will continue. All right. This is after Mike McCarthy was released. And so now there's some true validity to the conversation. All right. So at this point yesterday, everybody's thinking, okay, it's just a conversation. As I stated the other day in that live where we went live, thank y'all for joining, we talked about interest. And I said it. I said, hey, look, man, you can ask about something. Like I gave the example of me talking of wanting to buy a car, me walking down the street, seeing the Maybach and asking how much the Maybach costs and how is it on gas and what tires would I have to get, what kind of tires would I get, asking all of these questions with no intention to buy. That salesman would still be able to say, what? I had interest, which I felt like Coach Prime was going to have some interest. The reason being he has probably some more realistic interest now is that he hasn't gotten the satisfactory contract from Colorado yet. Satisfactory to him. We'll get more on that in a minute. Okay, cool. All right, then Adam Schefter later on says, this is the next tweet. Came out last night. I thought this was good. This is a quote directly from Coach Prime. Adam Schefter quoted Coach Prime as saying, "To hear from Jerry Jones is truly delightful, and it's intriguing," Deion Sanders told ESPN on Monday night. "I love Jerry and believe in Jerry. After you hang up and process it and think about it, it's intriguing, but I love Boulder, and everything there is about our team, the coaches, our student body, and the community." He left a lot in that one. Okay, cool. So that was a message. I'm not sure if people realize what Coach Prime just said. So the other day when we talked about why Coach Prime deserved a really big contract, and it's not just about what he does on the football field, but it's also about his economic impact in that community. Okay, and some people even said, "Well, the community ain't paying it. It's the boosters. It's the powers that be." And I'm like, if you don't think the powers that be are invested in that community, you got to be crazy. In some way, shape, or form, they're invested in that community. And the only way that things will start to get better where they can make more money. Like, imagine if Folsom Field adds another 20,000 seats. You don't think Coach Prime can fill them? Exactly. So when you get down and you start thinking about what Coach Prime said in that quote, it says a lot. To me, what it says is, come on, dog. Y'all see what I'm doing. He didn't come out and say, "Oh, I'm going to take an interview." He said it's intriguing. Intriguing. Like interesting. Intriguing and interesting are sisters, right? Same family, same type of word. They're vague and pointed at the same time. This is the part that I really honed in on. I love Boulder and everything there is about our team, the coaches, our student body, and the community. Coach Prime had those 4 things that he listed. He's had an impact. 5, including Boulder. Impacted Boulder. We'll say 4. Okay. The team, direct impact. First time that he'll be able to coach young men without his sons being involved on the team. A challenge. Coach Prime loves a challenge. He loves those boys. The coaches, the additions that he's already made to the coaching staff. Bringing in Coach Swayze, right? Mm-hmm. You don't make those type of moves planning to leave. I'm not saying that he wouldn't, but that's not a move that you make when I'm finna go anyway. I'm getting ready to go to the league. That's not the type of move that you make. And other changes that are coming, some big ones. The student body. When you mention when we talk about the Colorado draft party, so to speak, where Shadur won't be attending the draft. And right now it feels like Travis won't be attending either. The first thing that Coach Prime mentioned was doing something that's never been done before with the student body and the local people in the community. But the student body, right? He mentioned that multiple times. And the community. Miss Peggy. Those around the local businesses who have benefited from the Coach Prime effect. These are the people that he's worried about. And I think all of that is important because we forget so many times that Coach Prime is a humanitarian. Loves people. Loves the underdog and wants to help people genuinely. We see a lot of things that he's done with people on that team and young people and the time that he's spent with Miss Peggy and some people who don't really realize what it looks like to be someone who has a light on you that doesn't want to keep their light for themselves, that knows how to share the light. It looks like those could be media opportunities or of the sort. But for someone who that light has shown on me from Coach Prime, I know that it's genuine. He didn't have to do what he has done, not just with me, but with any of those entities that he just talked about. So we're talking about, this whole video is about why I wouldn't worry about the Cowboys if I was a Colorado fan. When I look at Coach Prime, the man, and what he stands for, the community, the student body, the players, the coaches, he listed responsibilities that he has in Colorado. But he wasn't just talking to ESPN. He was talking to the powers that be. He listed all of the reasons that he would love to stay. Boulder itself, the beauty of Boulder, what he set up, what he's built, the relationships, the family, the entire ecosystem that he's been able to impact in Boulder as one man working through God, right? And that's what Coach Prime, that's as a Christian man who believes that God has made him a vessel of change. So he's not going to walk to the drum or the beat of the traditional drummer, right? He's going to do things his way. Speaking to Colorado's brass, it's like, I don't want to go. I want to be here. Here are my reasons. Please make me an offer suitable to my liking because I've earned it. Year one, he never talked about the money. Went 4-8. Why would you? Cool. No precedent. Now, even though he took a team from 1-11 to 4-8, added 3 wins, and if you go and you can go back and look at all my old On3 videos where I used to talk about it, I would say, if you add 3 wins to any other team in the country, they'd be elated. So why are people down on Coach Prime when he added 3 wins? He did you one better. He said, all right, I added 3 last year. Let me add 5 more to that. 8 total. Now there's precedent for 5-win turnarounds to come with extensions. So even though he's not, marching to the beat of the traditional drummer, he's still paying attention to what's going on around him, and he knows when he's being treated fairly. When you look at the coaches who have already received extensions, he looks, his stats, what he's done with the program on the field, look almost exactly like the guys who got the extensions. What sets him apart is what he put in that message, how he's impacting families and the community. Boulder itself off the field, the intangibles that you have to go get financial records to make tangible. You have to go check in with the visitor center and the Boulder Department of Commerce for them to tell you how go ask them what Coach Prime deserves. Joel Klatt came out and said, and the people keep saying he's got a good contract in front of him. He's got a good contract. It's good to you. It's good to them. Is it good to him? Right? You could give me a brand new gaming computer, right? That's not for me. You give me a MacBook that I can work, that works for me. Okay, now I'm happy, right? That contract is good for any other Colorado coach, a coach that's coming in to Colorado to try to, see Coach Prime, or a coach or a contract that would have been a great contract for Coach Prime year one. He got a good one, but I feel like he left a few things on the table, but it's okay. He took a very fair contract. He's already been fair. Pay him what he's earned. People talk about he doesn't have a championship. Look at the salaries in college football of coaches without championships, especially guys who recently got their extensions. He's right in line. He's done his job. This is the thing, because I've given you all the stats. I still got them here. $10 million in direct visitor commerce, 314 or over $300 million in media broadcast impact, and this is 2023. We've been through all the numbers. If you want to quiet down the talk, this is me talking to the Colorado powers that be. If you want to quiet this talk down, put the contract on the man's desk. I don't know if the number is 11 million. I don't know if it's 12 million. Me having no idea of what's on that paper, I couldn't say. But if it was in line and probably in that, I would say that 12 to 14 range, I don't think you got a problem. The market resets itself every year. In the NFL, in the job market, wherever you go, the market resets itself every year. You cannot compare Coach Prime to Kirby Smart at this point because Coach Prime is up for his extension this year. The next guy who wins that big national championship, then he's going to reset the market for a national championship coach. But for Coach Prime to do what he's done, he's earned more money, and nobody has had the impact in college football that he has. So am I worried about the Cowboys? No, not really. I wouldn't worry about the Cowboys. I would be worried about what's taking so long. And I'm going to continue to say it, and every time a video comes out, we're going to revisit this. Not every time a video comes out, every time a rumor comes out about a team interested in Coach Prime, it's not going to stop. I'm telling you, I will probably have that same template with another team and Coach Prime's picture and a different general manager and owner. It's probably going to be the Giants next. I guarantee you, it's probably going to be the Giants. You want to know how I know? Because I talked to somebody from the Giants front office already. Now, that's what I can tell you. Now, this ain't no scoop I'm getting from Colorado. This is my own personal scoop. There were talks about Coach Prime potentially coming to the Giants in a role outside of being a father. That's true. And I got that from someone in the Giants front office. So that's not make-believe. That's not nothing. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a report about the Giants next. 1,000%. And if not the Giants, it'll be somebody else. And there's going to continue to be teams that are going to kick the tires on the Deion Sanders situation because Colorado hasn't done anything to shut everybody up yet. And by the day, I think the price may be going up. We wouldn't be worried about this conversation with Coach Prime and Jerry Jones. And the other thing is, when you think about Jerry Jones and Coach Prime, now I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second. People have said all throughout this whole process that Coach Prime would never go to the Cowboys because Jerry Jones ain't going to let Deion Sanders do what he wants. Huh? Who? Jerry Jones? If there's anybody in the world that he respects, it's Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders has done it at a level so high. A Hall of Fame player, HBCU coach, ton of wins, Power 4 already. 9 wins year 2. The trajectory is there. When you have guys like Bill Belichick, Pete Carroll, coaching into their 70s, Coach Prime is a young man in that field. Up-and-coming guy. You don't miss on guys with potential like this. And that's what the NFL knows. So that's why they're going to continue to reach out. Colorado do the right thing. And I said it last time I even made a rap about it. But to the powers that be in Colorado, do the right thing and pay the man. Because if not, we'll be back here again with another one of these videos and another one of these teams, and the conversation and the dialogue from Deion Sanders, from Coach Prime, is going to get a little bit louder, and it's going to be a little bit longer. Colorado, do the right thing. All right, that's my time. I'll see y'all next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to @DukestheScoop and the Pregame Network. I'm out.